Hey folks, Mel the Train Tutor back in the studio and back with, well, a bit of a chat with you, to be perfectly honest. Right, the big black dog. Yeah, those of you who know me and know the channel and have been following me for a while know that I came to the channel as a way of recovering after I went through a particular bad bit. And I had, the old noggin problems, the old depression and anxiety. And over the years, it's come back and, it's revisited. And quite often, it hits in times of stress, and it's especially common after winter and that sort of stuff. And those of you who know the channel, will be used to these sort of messages of me saying I'm struggling and that sort of stuff. But I'm not. Okay, so now I want to make this clear right from the outset, because I know there's a lot of people who are waiting on the book and that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's all good. I'm a couple of weeks behind where I want to be, but that's my own internal sort of timeline. With regards to the timeline that we've put out for the backers and everything like that, well within schedule. Things are going well. We're on the downward slope. And I suppose I better make it clear, this isn't a video saying that I'm struggling with depression, guys. In fact, quite the opposite. Yeah, this is, I don't like, doing videos where we're talking about mental health and stuff like that. I try not to do too many of them on the channel, because the channel's about terrain, but everyone does know that I'm a bit of a champion for this. I'm well known for speaking up about it and these sort of problems. I think it's important. I think we should talk about mental health the same way we talk about leg health. Yeah, it's just chemicals. You just need to get better. And on that, I want to let you know that it does get better. Yeah. It suddenly occurred to me last week that this is the coming out. You see, I went straight into the Kickstarter. Now, the Kickstarter was a real roller coaster of a ride, and going to Adepticon really helped me with my anxiety. It pushed me to break some barriers. But even before then, I'd gone all the way through winter, and I'd come out the other side, and I hadn't come out with depression. Yeah, and I've noticed this. Slowly each year it's slowly getting better, and this year I haven't had any. I've had down days and I've had the odd off week. Yeah, but I haven't felt the need to go back to my doctor and talk about tablets and, perhaps get something to help me through while I get myself back on track. I haven't felt the need to hide away or any of those sort of things. It kind of snuck up on me. It's weird. I'm not saying I'm cured, because you don't get cured, but I want to let you know that it does get better, guys. It really does. Yeah, I think what you call it. I mean, I honestly thought I'd be living with it for the rest of my life. I thought I was broken. Yeah, and Adepticon taught me more about dealing with anxiety than anything else, because it forced me to deal with things. Yeah, things that I'd normally retreat from, make excuses and get away from, so I wouldn't have to deal with. Typically I would have come up with a reason to not go to Adepticon, just to avoid the stresses, but I was committed to the Kickstarter, so I had to. So that pushed boundaries and international travel and all this sort of stuff, and a few things happened, problems that I had to sort out that would normally be challenges, and I sorted them. And you get a really good positive feedback. It really reinforces you. And I've got to say, since Adepticon, my anxiety has gone right down. I still get little pangs and it still comes back, but I'm able to control it and realize what it is a lot easier. So massive thank you for Dave Taylor, for kicking me up the backside, and also Hank and the team over there for making me come across. And I will be back. But it really did me the world of good. And for anyone struggling with anxiety, you've got anxiety, you deal with it by sort of not confronting your stresses. Okay, you try to avoid them. So anything that it's going to make me anxious, you try and avoid it and mitigate it and that sort of stuff. And so the best way to describe it is, if it's a long corridor, you sort of go down the corridor, sort of go from side to side, but without touching the walls, because, if you hit the wall, it's not going to be good. And Adepticon taught me not only to hit the wall, but to go straight bloody through it. to be perfectly honest. And for anyone who is struggling with anxiety, I know it's easy for a man on a TV screen to say this to you, but challenge it a little. Even the little things that make you anxious. Pick the smallest thing that makes you anxious. Then just face up and just do it. Worst case scenario, you can have an anxiety attack just like you would anyway. Yeah, so you got nothing to lose. Yeah, but trust me, if you can deal with it, the positive reinforcement that you get from dealing with that and dealing with the anxiety, it's a game changer, and it's changed my life. I mean, in the spate of since Adepticon was start of April, we're now in August, 4 months. Yeah, I've managed to almost wipe out something that's crippled me for years. Okay, and on the depression side, normally I have depression over the winter. Yeah, it's pretty typical. Round about January, February time, I do a Black Dog video. Now that was before the Kickstarter even kicked off, and I didn't have any of that. Now that wasn't because of the Kickstarter or anything like that. The Kickstarter's been great. Without going into too much personal details, I was carrying a lot of debt from, previously. It'll help with that, and it'll give the family some security, so that is peace of mind. Yeah, but I didn't, the Kickstarter wasn't even really on the radar over Christmas, that sort of thing. It was slowly building up, and I wasn't even sure if it was going to happen. I wasn't even sure if it was going to fund. But even so, my depression got better. I went through a winter without it. Yeah, and I know why, because over the winter I got a lot more focused on making sure I got a bit of a routine. I was connecting with people, I was eating properly, and I was sleeping right, and it made enough of a difference that it didn't bring me down. Yeah, so this video isn't a video about, oh guys, I'm struggling, or oh guys, I'm going to be late with the book or anything like that. Nah. Yeah, I might be late with where I wanted to get the book out and, get it out early and all that sort of stuff, but I'm well on course for what we've said and predicted schedules. So, I'm feeling quite confident, even though I've still got quite a bit of work to do. Writing's quite a beast of a job, to be truthful. I underestimated how many words are going in this damn book. But we're cracking on, yeah? But above all, I just want to get this message across, yeah, for anyone who's suffering, because I know a lot of you guys are. Yeah, I know this because a lot of you guys come up to me when I go to these shows and quietly whisper in my ear that I've helped you. Yeah, so I want you to know, yeah, and I want to make it absolutely 100% clear, yeah, that it does get better. And what's the term? I'm not playing games here. I'm not blowing smoke. You know what I mean? I'm just genuinely being honest with you guys as someone who's come to the realization that it really does get better, that I want you to know that it does get better. Yeah, because until I realised, I thought I'd be suffering with it for the rest of my life, and this was my life. And it's hard, yeah, to pick yourself up and to deal with things when you've got that sort of mentality. So I want you to know from someone that suffers and is always honest about this stuff, it does get better, guys. So stick with it, okay? If you've got anxiety problems, start to deal with them. Don't retreating from them like I've done for 5 years will not help you in the long run. Yeah, slowly dealing with them, yeah, confronting them, dealing with them, getting that positive reinforcement, unlearning learned helplessness, apparently it's called, and it works. And with the depression, it's not a set thing, it's not a guarantee, guys. Yeah, genuinely, you can quite easily, well, not quite easily, but get some sleep, get a routine, get some fruit and veg in you, get some food in you, get some decent food, stop snacking. Yeah, eat regularly, mix with your mates, get in touch with them, just chat with them. Yeah, make connections, because trust me, it really does help, and it helps a hell of a lot better than the meds ever did. Yeah, the meds stop you doing silly things. Yeah, they basically make you so you don't care. Yeah, start caring. Care about yourself, guys. Just like I've learned to do, please. Okay? And as always, yeah, if I can do it, you can do it. Anyone can do it. So give it a go. And in the meantime, I don't even know how to wrap this up. I'm just trying to get this point across, and I'm trying to get it across in a way that I don't seem like I'm being superior, I'm not badgering you or anything. I just want you to know, yeah, because I know a lot of you guys suffer. It gets better. It really does. Stick with it. Make a plan. Make it happen. Right. I'm just going over and over and over and over and over. I think I've gone over. I think I've gone over a little bit further on this video than I meant to. Hey ho. Right. I've got more stuff to do. I've got striations, what you call it, going on for you. Yeah, because a few of you have asked for that. We've got more rock stuff going on. I'm messing around with acrylic battle mats. I'm messing around with teddy bear fur. And I have got a desk full of book stuff going on. So, I'm going to love you and leave you. Listen, as always, if you do appreciate what I do here, guys, yeah, there's links somewhere on the screen to, you know, the patrons and all that sort of stuff. I do appreciate the support, you know. The book is a great one-off, but ongoing, I'll still need your support. Yeah, so if you do like the channel, if you do like what I do here, and you do like the inspirational messages, links down below to support the channel. Either $1 a month by Patreon, or send a one-off by PayPal, or grab something off the wish list. Either way, it all helps, keeps the lights on, the cameras rolling, and me in here helping you with your hobby and your mental health. Right. Look after yourself, folks. All the best, yeah. Ta-da.